Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into some really cool technology that could totally change how we use artificial intelligence. We're talking about something called MCP, that's Model Context Protocol Servers. And believe me, they're designed to give AI a whole new set of superpowers. So just think about this for a second. What if your AI could do way more than just chat? What if it could actually do things for you, in your digital life? We're talking securely accessing your files, pulling data from a database, managing your code repos, firing off messages, and even scheduling your meetings. It sounds a little like science fiction, doesn't it? Well, it's not. This is exactly the problem MCP servers are built to solve.
This kind of capability is a massive leap forward for AI. It's about moving from a passive tool that just gives you information to a truly active assistant. So let's get right into it. What are these MCP servers anyway?
At its heart, an MCP server is basically a program that works like a secure bridge. Imagine on one side, you've got the powerful brain of an AI model, and on the other, all the real-world apps and systems you use every single day. This bridge connects them, and it uses a standardized set of rules, a protocol, to make sure everyone's speaking the same language.
And what kind of systems are we talking about connecting to? Oh, the possibilities are huge. But think about the common stuff. Connecting to your computer's file system, querying databases, managing your code on GitHub, communicating with your team in Slack, or even organizing your entire schedule through your calendar. Okay, so we get the what, but how does this bridge actually work? Well, an MCP server's functionality is built on three core components: tools, resources, and prompts. If you can understand these three, the whole system is going to click into place.
This table really breaks it down nicely. But what's really interesting here is who's in the driver's seat for each one. First, you have tools. These are active functions that the AI model itself can call up. Then there are resources, which are read-only data sources controlled by the application, just to give the AI some context. And finally, you've got prompts. These are instruction templates that are controlled by you, the user, to guide the whole thing.
So let's zoom in on tools for a sec. These are the action takers. They're the specific functions that the AI can call on to actually do something, like calling an API to get information, writing to a database, or even modifying a file on your system. This is where the AI, so to speak, gets its hands dirty.
So how does the AI even know what it can do? It's all handled by the protocol. It can use a command like tools/list to see a full menu of all the available tools and how they work. And then, once it decides what to do, it uses the tools/call command to actually execute that specific tool with the right info.
Now, this is crucial. These actions aren't just random. Every single tool has a very clear, defined structure. For instance, a tool to search for flights would be set up to always require specific info, like an origin, a destination, and a date. It's this rigid structure that allows the AI to use these tools reliably and predictably every single time.
Next up, we have resources. So if tools are for acting, you can think of resources as being for understanding. These are passive, read-only sources of information. The AI can access your documents, read from a knowledge base, or check your calendar to get the context it needs to make smart decisions about which tools it should use.
And that brings us to the final piece, prompts. The best way to think of these is like recipes or blueprints. They're pre-built instruction templates that you, the user, are in control of. You use them to guide the AI through a more complex task, essentially telling it, hey, to get this big job done, I need you to use these specific tools and these resources, and in this particular order.
Okay, so we've looked at all the individual building blocks. Now let's see how they all come together in a pretty seamless way with a simple, practical example.
It all starts with a simple request from you. Something natural and conversational, like plan my Barcelona trip. And just like that, the AI has its mission. And this is where you can really see how it works. First, the AI figures out it needs to find travel options, so it calls the Search Flights tool. Then, to make sure you've got the time booked, it uses the Create Calendar Event tool. And finally, it uses the Send Email tool to draft up a quick out-of-office message for your team. It's a whole chain of actions, all powered by different tools working together. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Giving an AI the power to send emails and manage your calendar, that might sound a little scary. And that's exactly why the most important part of this entire framework is built-in trust and safety. And this is absolutely critical. MCP isn't just about handing over the keys to an AI and hoping for the best. No, it's about creating a powerful assistant that you can actually trust. The entire protocol is built from the ground up with human oversight at its very core, making sure that you are always in control. So how do you stay in control? Well, the framework has multiple layers of safety.
You might get an approval pop-up before the AI sends an email. You can pre-approve certain safe operations, like telling it it's always okay to read from a specific document. You'll also have access to a full activity log to see everything the AI has done. And of course, you can just simply toggle tools on or off right in the interface.
And that is really the heart of it. What you get is a total transformation. AI stops being just a chatbot stuck inside a window and becomes a truly intelligent system, an agent that can safely and effectively interact with your digital world to help you get things done.
So the big question this leaves us with is this. By providing a standardized, secure, and controllable way for AI to take real action, is this the framework that finally allows AI to step out of the chat window and become a true partner in our world?